while I was playing Lane.
I didn't think it was polite to listen, sir.
I'm sorry for that, for your sake. I don't play accurately. Anyone can play accurately, but when I play with wonderful expression. As far as the piano is concerned, sentiment is my forte. I keep sighing for life.
Yes, sir.
And speaking of the sign of life, have you prepared the cucumber delicious cup for Lady Bracknell?
Yes, sir. Mr. Ernest Worthy.
How are you, my dear Ernest? What brings you up to town?
Oh, pleasure, pleasure. What else to bring one anyway? Eating as usual, I see, Algie.
I believe it is customary in good society to take some slight refreshment at 5 o'clock. Where have you been since last Thursday?
In the country.
What on earth do you do there?
My dear Algie, when one is in town, one amuses oneself. When one is in the country, one amuses other people. It is excessively boring.
What on earth do you do there?
My dear Algie, I amuse us neighbors.
Who are the people you amuse?
Hi, neighbors, neighbors. Hello? Why all these cups? Why cucumber sandwiches? Why such reckless extravagance in one so young? Who is coming to tea?
Oh, merely Aunt Augusta and Gwendolyn. But I'm afraid Aunt Augusta won't quite approve of you being here.
May I ask why?
My dear fellow, the way you flirt with Gwendolyn is perfectly disgraceful. It is as bad as the way Gwendolyn flirts with you.
I am in love with Gwendolyn. I have come up to town expressly to propose to her.
I thought you had come up for pleasure. I call that business.
How utterly unromantic you are.
I don't see anything romantic in proposing. It is romantic to be in love, but there's nothing romantic in a definite proposal.
Huh?
Please don't touch the cucumber sandwiches. They are ordered specially for Aunt Augusta.
You have been eating them all the time.
That is quite different. She is my aunt. Have some bread and butter. My dear fellow, I don't think you will ever marry Gwendolyn.
What on earth are you saying?
Well, in the first place, girls don't marry the man they flirt with. Girls don't think it right. And secondly, she's my cousin. I don't give my consent.
What? You consent?
My dear fellow, Gwendolyn is my first cousin. And before I allow you to marry her, you need to clear up the whole question of Sicily.
Sicily? What do you mean by Sicily? I don't know anyone of the name Sicily. Excuse me? You have had my secret place all this time. I I wish to goodness that you have let me know.
I think it is rather mean of you, Ernest. I must say that. Now that I look at the inscription inside, I found that the thing isn't yours after all. It is from someone of the name Cicely. And you say you don't know anyone of that name.
Well, if you want to know, Cicely happens to be my aunt. Charming old lady she is.
But why she called herself Little Cicely if she is your aunt? From Little Cicely with her fondest love to her dear uncle. You say your name is Ernest. You say it is your name isn't Jack, it is Ernest. Tell me the whole thing. I have suspected you of being a confirmed and secret Bunburyist, and I'm quite sure of it now.
Bunburyist? What on earth do you mean by Bunburyist? Just give it back to me, Algie. Well, if you want to know, Ernest is my name in the town, and Jack is my name in the country. This secret case was given to me in the country. Mr. Thomas Cardew, who adopted me when I was a little boy, made me in his will guardian to his little granddaughter, Miss Cicely Cardew.
I suspected that. Why are you Ernest in town and Jack in the country?
My dear Algie, when one is placed in a position of guardian, one has to adopt a very high moral tone in all subjects. It's one's duty to do so. In order to get out to town, I've always pretended to have a younger brother of the name Ernest, who gets into the most dreadful scrapes. That's the whole truth, pure and simple.
The truth is really pure and never simple. What you really are is a Bunburyist. I was quite right in saying that you are a Bunburyist. You are one of the most advanced Bunburyists I know.
Why don't you say that?
You have invented a very useful younger brother called Ernest, so that you can come up to town as often as you like. I have invented an invaluable permanent invalid called Bunbury, so that I can come down to town as much as I like.
I am not a Bunburyist at all. If Gwendolyn gonna accept my proposal, I'm going to kill my brother. In fact, I think I'll kill him in any case. Cicely is a little too much interested in him.
Oh, that must be Anagasta. Only relative creators only ring in that Wagnerian manner.
Lady Wagner and Miss Fairfax.
Good afternoon, dear Algernon. I hope you're behaving well.
I'm feeling very well, Anagasta. Dear me, you are smart.
I am always smart. Aren't I, Mr. Worthing?
You are quite perfect, Miss Fairfax.
Oh, I hope I am not that. It will leave no room for development, and I intend to develop in many directions. I'm sorry if you're a little late, Algernon, but I was obliged to call on dear Lady Hobb. I hadn't been there since her poor husband's death. And now, I'll have a cup of tea and those nice cucumber sandwiches you have for me.
Cicely, Anagasta.
Gwendolyn, would you come and sit here, darling?
Thanks, Mom. But I'm quite comfortable where I am.
Good heavens, Lynn! Why are there no cucumber sandwiches? I ordered them specially.
There were no cucumber sandwiches in the market this morning, sir.
No
I went out twice.
No cucumbers?
No, sir. Not even for ready money.
That will do, Lynn.
Thank you, sir.
I'm greatly distressed, Anagasta. about there's being no cucumber sandwich. Not even for ready money.
Well, it really makes no matter, Arjuna. I had few comforts with Lady Harbury. What a treat for you tonight, Arjuna. I'm going to send you down with Mary Farquhar.
I'm sorry, Anagusta. I shall have to give up the pleasure of dining out with you tonight. I have received a telegram that say my poor friend, little Bunbury, is very ill again. They seem to think I should be with him.
It's very strange. This Mr. Bunbury seems to suffer from curiously bad health.
Yes, poor Bunbury, dreadful invalid.
Well, I must say, Arjuna, that I think it is high time that Mr. Bunbury made up his mind whether he was going to live or to die. Health is primary duty of life. I would be much obliged if you would ask him from me not to have a relapse on this Saturday, for I rely on you to arrange my music for me.
I will speak to him, Anagusta. If he's still conscious, I can promise you he'll be all right by this Saturday. I will run out the program I've drawn out. And if you kindly come to the next room for a moment,
Thank you, Arjuna.
may I?
That is so thoughtful of you. I'm sure that the program will be quite delightful.
Charming day it has been, Miss Fairfax.
Please don't talk to me about the weather, Mr. Worthing. Whenever people talk to me about the weather, I'm quite certain that they mean something else.
I do mean something else.
I thought so. In fact, I'm never wrong.
Gwendolyn, ever since I met you, I've never admired anyone more than you. Ever since I met you.
Yes, I'm quite aware of the fact. For me, you have always had an irresistible fascination. I have always liked the idea of loving someone with the name of Ernest, and when Algernon mentioned that he has a friend named Ernest, I knew I was destined to love him.
Do you really love me?
Passionately.
Darling, there is no time to be lost. May I propose to you now?
Of course, darling.
Gwendolyn, will you marry me?
I will. How long have you been about it?
My only one, Cicely. Gwendolyn.
Master Worthing, rise, sir, from this semi-recumbent poster. It is most indecorous.
Mom, you're not supposed to be here. Besides, Mr. Worthing hasn't finished yet.
Finished what, may I ask?
I'm engaged to Mr. Worthing, Mama.
Pardon me, Gwendolyn, you're not engaged to anyone. Now, I have a few questions to put to you, Mr. Worthing. And while I'm making these inquiries, Gwendolyn will wait for me below in the carriage. Yes. Gwendolyn, the carriage.
Yes, Mama.